April showers bring May flowers, unless you don't start planting until May. We got moved into Bar 39. We're at our beautiful Mountain Falls luxury RV resort paradise, and I want some freaking gorgeous gardens. It's my passion. I'm addicted to it. You know when you watch YouTube and you watch gardening videos, are those really their gardens? I'm just wondering. I'm asking for a friend because they look like they just went to the Royal Gardens in England at Buckingham Palace and just, hey, can we shoot a video here and pretend like we're like master gardeners, because their stuff looks amazing. So that is my goal this summer of 2023, to have the most spectacular gardens. Here is the cedar planter that I got for my birthday. And yes, my birthday present last year was this wheelbarrow from Ace Hardware here in good old Sapphire Valley, North Carolina. And I love it. I think I've done this right. They've already started tubing or sprouting from their tubes. These are all the varieties that I'm planting. We've got some cafe au lait, we got some mom special. Oh, it is almost Mother's Day. We got the Dahlia Flora. Now, this is the one I usually do every year. I usually put this in a pot. They get huge, dishpan size. They're beautiful to cut. Thomas Edison's. Fire pots, the Seattle, the cafe au lait, the Bluebell, the Thomas Edison again. Oh, I got two Thomas Edisons, okay. And the Karma Gold. Now, I'm gonna have some more of these in another garden I'm gonna show you, but for right now, what a great place to come and cut dahlias. Check this out. It is really peaceful. I did add this beautiful little angel so she can basically bless my dahlias. But girl, get your angels. Get your angel wings straight. Okay, hold on. I gotta get her angel wings straight, but she is pretty, isn't she? This looks like a shit show over here. Hey, HP, what are we gonna do about this? Howard, can you hear me? Now up here, it's mostly just shrubs, hydrangeas that will start blooming. This is the top of the waterfall, so it's kind of fun to see the hydrangeas bloom. And for some reason, I've got 3 little plants there. I think I gotta fix that. I gotta work on that. And this sad little hydrangea, it has its own memorial garden, is what it looks like right now, but hopefully it will. Hydrangeas are really easy here in the mountains. I think it'll end up taking place, but I made it its little rock garden as well. And now look at this. This is my neighbor's yard. This is our old place. If you remember the video I did last year, that's the place we originally built in 2016. Look at Debbie Foster's peonies. And I am going to admit, I took pictures today and I said, when are you gonna be back? Can I cut a couple of those? I'll give you some dahlias later. And she said yes, because she's a great neighbor. I really wanted this bottom terrace of my garden to be almost like an English cutting garden, but full of color all season long. This was the phlox. That was in bloom in March. It's really pretty because at least you get some color in March. I bought these really kick-butt, hot coral colored geraniums, but I'm not liking how that is looking with my foxglove. So I'm going to replace the yellow kalanchoe in front of the foxglove. I'm going to move that hot coral over here just to balance it out a little bit better. Got a lot of work to do up here on this second level. Up here, I'm going to put 3 dahlias. I'm going to stake them because it'll give me some height. I'm getting rid of the, what are those called? Red lucifers. See what those little green things are? There should be a lot more up there. I'm going to move those into my front garden. And I'm going to work a little bit more on my little gardens here. I've had these since 2012. I've taken them to every lot, but as you can see, it needs water. It's a little thirsty right now. I planted 2 peony bushes, so I might get some blooms there. The other one gave me 1 bloom this year. That's it. This is my baby girl, Ella, our little puppy, Miss Ella. This is her garden. Got my little herb garden going. I think I'm gonna put some leftover flowers in that wine box. That is something that we used to always do. We used to take our old wine boxes and do herb gardens in them. But I had all these pots from the other place, and I thought, you know what? Let's make the pots all the herbs, and then I'll just pop some flowers in that little herb garden there. Oh, look, there's a Farniente one over there I can fill too later. Guys, great gift idea. My friend Emma got me 3 months of bulbs. Each month I get a different one. That's the hyacinth. So when that's done blooming, I'll pop those out and I'll put them someplace. They'll come back next spring. Oh yeah, this looks a little sickly. Look at this poor guy. Aw. Yeah, you don't like living there, do you, buddy? I think I'm gonna move that to the center too. Because those hydrangeas are gonna be so big here in about a month that whatever that plant is, I think it blooms something red. I don't remember. I do keep a journal. I just don't use it. All right, now, this little guy, sickly, I'll fix him up. Some lavender. I just bought this today. I did not plan it. I totally cheated, but isn't it beautiful? They're double begonias. And if I don't keep an eye on them, they're gonna burn up and my husband's gonna say, I told you so. But I basically told him it was my Mother's Day gift from my dog, Clyde. This one, my sister and I did plant. It's doing pretty good. It's always wine time in Angie's garden. The wine barrel needs filled. Let's fill this little sucker with some soil. Get a little good base going on. Good amount of soil in here. I don't know what it is about wine boxes, but they make great planters. For herbs, for flowers, they really do. And if you're smart, you should probably clear coat them before you put them out because they last longer. But again, I'm in a hurry. Fertilizer. This fertilizer is organic and it's called Biotone, BIO/TONE. It's a starter plus, starter plant food. It's organic. Instead of trying to always drag the big bag around, I put it in one of these little containers. Sprinkle that in there before you start putting your plants in, and it does help. My nursery gals at Whistling Dixie taught me that. So let's take these beautiful coral double begonias, and you know what? The double begonias, they like to have sun, but they also really need a nice amount of shade, or the leaves kind of get burned. And this is a really awesome mountain flower because of the weather here. You know, we don't have extreme temperatures. I could never grow these in Florida ever. Ta-da! Another cute little pot that I had. I used to always put basil and stuff in this, but I wanted a lot of basil this year for the salad. What I really like the basil for, it's called a grapefruit basil martini, and it's delicious. And you add fresh mint and fresh basil to it. And I believe after gardening today, I'm going to have one. But it's also good for the caprese salad. Oh yeah, and pesto. Okay, B. Listen, you and I need friends. I know we need you in the world, but just leave me alone. All right? Go on with your bad self. Go on with your little stingers. Go. Come on now. Come on, dude. Leave me be. I am full of great little slogans today, aren't I? Okay, I'm gonna stomp on you, seriously. You're pissing me off! Stop! Listen, that is a yellow jacket, and we get ridiculous mean yellow jackets here. I mean, like, yeah, go in the rocks, okay? Go with the snakes in the rocks, and y'all just live there and be happy about your lives. Leave me alone. And that's one of those, like, green ass ones. Son of a biscuit! Ah. Dude, you are pissing me the hell off. I am trying to be friendly and gardening-like, and you just will not go. Oh, look at it. He's like going like this with his little butt. As long as you stay there, I'm fine. And look, I got so excited and upset that I ended up throwing down a beautiful flower. I'm just gonna fill this pot here. You know what I didn't do? I didn't get that fertilizer. Well, ooey. But I have another trick to show you. Hold tight. I'm in the process right now. It's called soil moist granules. These are really good for hanging baskets and for pots that maybe don't get a ton of water, but I'll warn you, if you don't get it deep enough, it starts to like rise and it looks like you've got like some really bad gel disease in your plants. So a lot of times what they'll tell you to do is take like a pencil or your finger and make like a little hole, which I'm getting ready to do here. I'm gonna put some of this down there if I can, underneath. Ah, gross, there goes my nail. Put your gloves on, you dingleberry. In fact, I'm getting ready to put more of that soil moist in my actual planters. We get irrigation here in the mornings, but for some reason it's not getting enough. And I'll probably have to add some more to that little hanging basket. It does help. Ta-da! Isn't that pretty? We'll find a place for this a little later. For right now, it's gonna go right here. We're gonna add a little more soil now to my little flower box. And move on, up to that top. Now to rearrange what I don't like about what's going on over there. So I'm gonna take some soil up here. Apparently that scares snakes. Ah! Ooh, go away, snake! Go away, snake! No snakes! No snakes! Ah! What was I gonna put up here? There's Dahlias. Hey, Skinner! Michael! Mike! Hey! Skinner! What from the NASCAR race? Mike Skinner! Man, really don't want to have to do that. That noise was my phone falling. Okay, here we go. Back up, back up, back up. There's 1, 2, 3. Hey, there's one of my sprinkler heads I've been trying to find. Ah, why am I screaming? You know a real gardener's watching this right now, shaking their head going, that bitch is crazy. Excuse my booty.
Would you mind doing that naked?
No! Almost time for grapefruit mint vodka. Up the waterfall.
Done.
Look at that.
I went with, I call them Hellcat, but I think it's called Hell something. Red. I don't know what it's called. But anyways, petunias and lantana this year. Let's see how they do. It should really spread out nicely. And you know what? Don't knock the marigold. Marigold's awesome. Those suckers are going to be beautiful and yellow, and they don't get leggy, and they keep away some sort of insect. Can't remember which, but they do something. What happened there, Skinner?
I told you to get Alberto.
I was just trying to see where they all were, which ones were working and which
Now
ones.
you can see. Let the fucking irrigation guy do it.
Be careful. Look, we have a water fountain. That's pretty.
So this is our, what I call my little front entrance garden, and definitely did this more of a whimsical kind of English style. Still got a lot of stuff that needs to get blooming, but this verbena is going to do really well. And all my fun little trailing geraniums and petunias, lantanas, chantilly laces. I think it's going to look really pretty when the hydrangeas are in full bloom. This basket, I actually did a little succulent basket because it doesn't get as much water. The hummingbird my sister got me. But a couple cool things that we kind of added. I lined this rock stone edge with Mexican heather and lantana because it does get pretty hot here in the summer. I've got some clematis vine that's gonna hopefully trail those rocks. This lupine back here, which is loving living there. I'm glad I put that back there. Check that out. More foxglove. And that was a hanging basket that my sister bought me, and it was not living up there. It wasn't getting enough water, and I'm not disciplined enough to water there every day, so I stuck her in the ground. It looks like I should have dug it a little deeper. We'll see how it does. Maybe I'll get a shovel tomorrow. Gardening's over.
Oh, well, thank you. Time to drink.
What do you think? I didn't have the trivia. I could add more. I can make it sweeter.
It's pretty good.
Belvedere vodka, fresh grapefruit that he squeezed 2 big grapefruits for me and did very good at it.
Terrible. She said I did good.
Did good. Basil, mint, and you're supposed to put a little bit of trivia in there and crushed ice and shake, shake, shake. Yeah, I'll add some trivia now. And this is why I garden. Look at this. This one came from my yard. And she is pretty too. Pretty in pink.